Hey, here we go. So I'm playing NBA 2K16. I'm thinking I will take a perfect grade and get more VC than what you get paid for. So
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline.
Ready?
Last outing for Minnesota, they won that game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. And that was a close call. They pulled it out with a win and just 2 points at that. But it wasn't easy.
How about the energy level defensively in that game? I mean, they made finding an open shot a very difficult task for their opponents.
And it wasn't just in the half court. I mean, I thought they were excellent in transition defense as well. They didn't give up any easy baskets because they always had good floor balance and got back after the miss.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court right now for the Spurs, Manu and Kawhi filling out the perimeter. Aldridge out there with Duncan, and it's Parker in at the one. Spurs on defense. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And that was a game where you just sensed that they would get it going and somehow be able to come out with the victory, but just not in the cards on that night.
Well, you had a little more faith in them than I did. I just never saw any signs of real life there that could be sustained.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Minnesota with the rebound. Victory eluded them last time in San Antonio when they took on the Spurs.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
And Greg, the foul trouble was a big chunk of it. I mean, it's hard to mount a comeback when all your key guys, your main players, are watching from the bench.
And the shot is good.
And now that the seal is broken, maybe their shooting will start to improve.
Yeah, I don't think they really wanted to have as cold a start as they did, but maybe that'll break the ice and they'll move forward in fine fashion from here.
Williams, that's good.
And early on, they look great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Aldridge with a screen on Rubio. Parker kicks to Aldridge. That one a little long.
Certainly not the dream start they were hoping for, going 1 for 4 early.
And Williams, here we go. The pass to Towns. Hobbit with it. Leonard picks him up. Outside Williams. 6 to shoot. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. And it's Rubio. That time on the assist by Williams. Rubio's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
I said you stop it.
Aldridge a screen. Parker dishes to Aldridge, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
I said you stopped your broadcast.
On that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Spurs shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. And the first one at the line is good.
Send me another invite.
Both free throws good from Aldridge.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Williams against Ginobili. And out of bounds as the Spurs
I'm not even playing.
gain possession.
And you know what? His mind's playing tricks on him right now because he's not going to
I'm
let that
watching
one down
it now.
easily.
It didn't stop. It didn't say it
First
stopped.
quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in.
Paused.
Duncan with the screen on Rubio. It's Parker
Yeah,
with
crap.
the drive. Three-pointer. Can't get it to go. And it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, Greg Popovich and I got a chance to talk for a bit. We talked about the challenges posed by a player like Ricky Rubio, such a tremendous passer and floor general. Coach said, we know he can make plays, but making shots is where he's been less effective. We need to focus on staying home and forcing him to beat us with his scoring. Guys, we'll see if they can limit his highlight reel dimes. Back to you.
Great.
Splash.
Thanks for the
You
report,
splash
Doris.
that.
Huh?
You gotta splash that shot.
Over the last month,
Ooh,
let's
where
see,
you
Kevin,
going?
where the Timberwolves stand in the league ranking. First in opponent points, second in field goal percentage. And they're number 2 in team three-point field goal percentage. They've got a lot of guys who love the three-point shot.
Come
and they do
on.
a good job of running plays to get those guys open.
And as you mentioned, they've been the best in limiting opponents' points per game. I mean, they really take the life out of a team's offense, grinding things to a halt. Yeah, that's asking a lot from that defender.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, he just doesn't have the size to really be effective in that kind of matchup.
Now here's Williams. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Chang with a clean look, and the Timberwolves take on 2 more.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run, passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Here's Lynn. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game, and that one's good.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a much better job next time of just bodying up. Get some muscle into him.
Now here's Williams. 5 points in the game. To the wing on the left. And Muhammad kicks to Williams. 5 on the clock. Drops in the layup for 2. Williams has got 7 points in the game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point, defensively
Are you a
you
starter?
have to take something away.
Now here's Lynn. He's had some playing time, but no
Put your
scoring yet
mic
for
up.
him. Feeds it to West. Lets it go. And
Wow.
another basket for San Antonio.
I can't even hear you.
Timberwolves leading by 8. Outside Williams. Jang a screen. To the paint. It's tipped. Leonard with the steal.
Dang.
And it's good. Fight through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
And Bahamute's checked in for Muhammad. And San
Dang.
Antonio with the change here, too. Anderson's checked in.
Dang.
Here's Levine. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Foul call that time.
You a
and the way up,
starter?
that'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Minnesota shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general,
Wow.
they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Spurs trail by 7. And here is Lynn. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
You better make that.
Picked by West. Lets a floater go. The basket's coming. And we had the chance to catch up with Greg Popovich, and he talked about
to be in the conversation.
Pop breaking it down and telling it like it is as usual. Here's Parker. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Williams in at point guard. Pekovic is out there with Humphries. Then there's Shabazz Muhammad, and it's Levine in at the shooting guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Pretty passing, timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
My kind of hoops. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical. How about that game for Williams? He's got 8 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against
Curve
the
free
Thunder
throw.
gave them an edge. He ended with 10 points, and a lot of his contribution coming from the charity stripe as he was drawing fouls. This was just the latest in what has been a string of tough performances from him.
All right, Doris, well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
I'll tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
Begovic with a screen. Lynn against Williams. A floater, and it's sent back by Aldridge. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. There's a minute 34 left to play here in the second quarter. 2 on the clock.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Dang.
Ginobili kicks to Aldridge. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
The defense there got
He
away
knocked
with
that
a
ball.
major lapse.
On the wing, Williams, covered by Parker. Williams against Parker. Parker with the steal.
What?
The dish to Lynn. Ginobili with the ball. Now guarded by Begovic. Leonard sets a screen for Ginobili. Out to Parker from downtown. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They've led by as much as 10. Next up on the schedule, the Grizzlies. That'll be a home game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Now here's Leonard. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Clippers.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Spurs trail by 7. Taken away by Williams. A 3 ball. Good on the shot. Williams has got 16 points.
He's had an excellent performance overall from the field.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Timberwolves lead by 10. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burton from the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin.
Oh, I'm watching Dope Swag.
And the third quarter about ready to get underway. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat really tells how efficient a player has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
On the floor for San Antonio, the timeless Parker and Manu are the 1 and the 2. Aldridge out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Duncan in at the center, locking down the middle. Nice shot by Ginobili.
Tim Duncan, even in his advanced years, showing you that great vision and still getting it done. Nice pass.
Rubio the pass to Williams. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Williams.
Well, one thing I'll say is something to do with Broncos before.